Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about my top 4 favorite cartoons of all time. And before I start the list, I just want to say this was going to be a top 5, but I couldn't think of anything like really amazing that would be in a 5th spot, because the 4 shows that I'm about to talk about are shows that I really like, and I think they're really above average. So the 4th one is Spongebob. And when I say Spongebob, I don't mean the current seasons. I only mean seasons 1 to 3 and the first movie. Now, this show went completely downhill after the first movie. It started getting progressively worse, but in the first 3 seasons and the movie, SpongeBob was golden. There were very few bad episodes, if any. And the humor was amazing. There were so many jokes that people would easily reference, and I hear people quoting old SpongeBob all the time, and I never hear people talking about the new episodes because the new episodes aren't good at all. Old SpongeBob was really good. New SpongeBob was terrible, and that's why I think it deserves a spot on this list. I treat old SpongeBob and new SpongeBob as 2 different shows. Old SpongeBob is golden, new SpongeBob is garbage. Number 3 on the list of my top 4 cartoons of all time is Rick and Morty. Now, this is a relatively new show. It came out a few years ago, not too long ago though, and this combines so many elements that a good show has. This has great comedy, even though it's mostly for adults and older people. You wouldn't see like a kid watching this show, but this show is really good. This show can also get pretty deep. Like in Rick Potion number 9, towards the end of the episode, there's a twist that changes what you know about TV. Now, cartoons follow a certain amount of rules, and they all follow specific rules. And Rick and Morty just took these rules and threw them out the window. When you see this twist, it's really interesting how they handle it. And it's just really cool to see how awesome this show is. There's great plot elements, there's great humor, there's great story, there's great characters. Rick and Morty are awesome characters. The show is focused on them and the family. Even though the family has minor characters, they still have a bunch of different problems, and funny things happen in every episode. There's only like 2 or 3 episodes I would say that are just average, but I wouldn't call any episodes bad. This show is consistent in quality. It's almost always good. And season 3 might have a continuous storyline. It might have like a story arc like Gravity Falls, and that's what's probably going to make the show better. So number 2 on the list is South Park. Now, some people would place South Park below Rick and Morty, but South Park has been on for a very long time, and they've had way more episodes, and I think South Park can be really funny at times and really smart at other times, and mostly it's both. It's funny, it's smart, and it has a bunch of good characters. It's great satire, but the only thing about South Park is that there can be episodes or seasons that just drop in quality, but then shortly after they come back in quality and it rises up, it gets really good again. And there are some episodes in South Park that are some of the best cartoon episodes I've seen. If you don't watch the show, I suggest it, even though, like Rick and Morty, it's mostly for older people and adults. But if you can handle that, I suggest watching this. And number 1 on the list is Gravity Falls. You probably didn't expect anything else. I mean, I built my whole channel around this cartoon. This is an amazing show. I've discussed why I think Gravity Falls is awesome. It has great story, it has great characters, and there's a lot of humor thrown in there. There are times, like in A Tale of Two Stands, it's really serious. And in Not What He Seems, it's really serious. They always throw in jokes to make it easier to watch, and it's just really awesome to watch this show, because nowadays you don't really get many really amazing cartoons like Gravity Falls. It's an original idea, it has such amazing things in it, and you wouldn't expect to see a really good show like that around this time. A bunch of TV shows drop in quality, and Gravity Falls was on for only 2 seasons, but in those 2 seasons there were very few bad episodes. It remained consistent in quality, and it was amazing. And so now that I'm done the list, I want to go over a few honorable mentions. I can't put these on the list because I don't think they're at the same scale as the 4 shows I mentioned. But the first honorable mention is Futurama. I haven't seen a ton of episodes of this show, but I have seen enough to know that this is a really good show. It has moments where you probably cry, and it also has moments where you're laughing so much that you cry. Another honorable mention is Fairly Oddparents. This was a show that also dropped in quality. The old Fairly Oddparents was really good. New Fairly Oddparents is pretty bad. And I didn't think it would be worthy of this list because I just didn't think it was as good as Spongebob at all. And my last honorable mention is Regular Show. Now this is a show that's exactly what it is, regular. It's just like an average show. Like personally for me when I watch it, it's that type of show that if you don't have anything else to watch, this would be the perfect show to see. It rarely drops in quality. I don't think it's like really good, but I don't think it's bad either. And it's remained consistent, so I think it's an honorable mention. So thanks for watching my list. Comment below and tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you agree with the shows on my list, and say if you would change the order of them. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.